Well, it's time to look at the Flintstones. We've managed to avoid it this far, but we're looking at the Flintstones Bedrock Bowling for the PlayStation. Also came out for the PC in the year 2000. Developed by Adrenaline Interactive, who had done a couple of other games. They did the PlayStation port of Tiger Woods 99. That's a random one for you. And they did a couple of Brunswick bowling games around about the same time. Los Angeles-based company, defunct in about 2000. Possibly a little bit later. Yeah, this game is interesting because it's a bowling game, in quotes. Is it yes, it's bowling? Oh, does that mean analog stick? No. As always, you got to turn that analog stick on yourself. It's not a bowling game in a traditional sense. It's more a bowling game in the way that I guess something like voice talent. Interesting. Something like Rock of Ages it was on PC. I want to go medium. And I think I'm going to have to go... Oh, Dino's quite tempting. I'm going to go Fred.
Oh, the gravel factory. Just what they need in Bedrock. More rocks.
Oh, boy! Yabba-dabba-doo!
So, rather than being just a traditional bowl a ball down a row and have 10 pins, it's literally like the pins are put all over the place. It's more like a platformer. What I'll first say is the frame rate is not very good. And the controls are also not very good. It's not the most responsive thing I've ever played. I was trying to think of the equivalent. I guess Rock of Ages is it. I can't think of anything else. Oh, I missed one. You can't go back either, can you? Boo. Wait. Is there more than 10 pins?
Well done.
Yeah, it's a really weird combination. When I bought this, I was hoping it was just going to be Flintstones bowling. It turns out it's some kind of hybrid. Yeah, killed all those birds. So there's a couple of notable things about this game. It was published by about 3 different companies. So in Europe, it was published by Ubisoft. In America, it was published by South Peak Interactive, and Warner Brothers Interactive seems to be involved in it. I don't really know whether Wikipedia's lying to me again. I don't really know how they were involved, but unless it's their property. Hanna-Barbera? Don't know. But yes, this... I suppose... This doesn't feel like a particularly clever use of the license. Despite the fact they got some of the voice talent, so the voice of Fred is done by the voice of Fred. Obviously not the voice, because the original voice died in, I believe, 1977. So this was the guy who played Fred up until this point. I think he retired after this game, or very soon after. So anything from the late 70s to 2000, cartoon-wise, I'm assuming was him. But yeah, so that's kind of nice. They actually got some of the original talent to contribute. But yeah, perhaps not what I was expecting, especially from a company that have done more traditional bowling games.
Way to go, Freddy boy!
It also doesn't help that this game feels super slow. And I guess, in reality, if you're asking kids to try and get all of the pins on every level, it might be too difficult if it's really quick. But I wonder if I didn't get all the pins, whether I'd get to go again, like you would in bowling.
Aren't you just the bowling wizard?
Is it really going to play that video every single time? Okay, you can skip that.
This should be most interesting. I flooded the quarry.
Oh, boy!
Who flooded the quarry? Oh, Gazoo. Why is Gazoo setting me up? The whole point... So there's a massive long cutscene at the start of this game, which I was going to include in this video, and then I got bored of it. So I decided to skip it. Because I figured if I'm getting bored of it, you guys will get bored of it a lot quicker. My patience for long FMV explanations for bad licensed games is very low. Oh. Oh, I missed a bunch there. The pins and the birds, that's what I'm after.
What a view!
I don't really know what happened there.
Boy, what a view!
How am I sliding up a hill? How is that physically possible? Just the power of the rock. I kind of miss the Flintstones. I mainly want to do this just as a reminder to myself that the Flintstones were good. When they used to show that on Boomerang, was that the channel, the Cartoon Network that showed
Another one.
historical... Oh, see, I missed a bunch of pins in that one.
Careful not to let your
Oh,
bowling shell
okay.
get stuck in these
Next level.
these sticky poo tops.
Yeah, I kind of miss those. I think they were showing the traditional, whether it was 60s or 70s, early cartoons, which I still think are pretty good. I do wonder how they hold up. Some of those cartoons now, a little insensitive, a little kind of politically, socially insensitive. Times are different. There doesn't seem to be any sort of buttons I can press. Just maybe R1 to jump. Whoa, frame rate. No, none of these buttons seem to do anything. It's pretty thin gameplay. And I've got no problem with a thin game if it does it well. This doesn't really feel like it's doing it well. Functional is the way I would describe it. And even so, I'm not watching that video again. For a game this late on in the PlayStation's life, this doesn't feel like it cuts it. I actually would have much preferred just a traditional bowling game, I think. I respect the idea of non-traditional bowling. Rock of Ages, I think, is a really cool game. But again, that's in a much different era. That is a game that costs $6.99 on Steam. Didn't outstay its welcome. It controlled really well. That's the other thing. This is very stubborn. What? Where am I? I was supposed to be dealing with a quarry. Why are there cars? This is so mild-mannered as well. Oh, you can hold X to go faster. I think.
I think I'm going too fast.
Oh, I missed a pin. I missed a bunch, apparently. Oh, right, okay, so if you miss a pin halfway down, you only get to do the half the lane.
Better pick
Yeah,
up
see
all
how...
the gems in the crystal mine or miss-
Yeah, so I see on the little map there, you can see the purple and the green section. I bet those are checkpoints. If you don't have all the pins by that point, up to that point, I guess, you don't get to go any further.
Here goes a pro in action.
This is more like it. This is more like what I was expecting.
There's another one.
See, why is Fred Flintstone in this very dangerous quarry? Why? Has he not seen Temple of Doom? This is not going to end well.
I'm hot now.
Extended play.
There's another one.
Oh, God. Okay, just starts at the start of the... Nope, it's just giving up on that one, alright?
Here's a thrilling lane for nature lovers. As you bowl through Bedrock Bowling.
Oh, boy.
We're not bowling, we're sliding. Let's be fair. This is not that dissimilar from that Takeshi's Castle minigame where you have to ride the bowl down the sloped hill and land in the water without drowning yourself.
boy. Got it.
Yeah, this is rough.
Way to go, Freddy boy.
It's a far cry from the... See, sometimes you just miss the ease of... Let's make a Mega Drive platformer. Let's make Tasmania. Because at least that's
Way to go, Freddy
easy
boy.
to make something competent. This is a weird experiment that I don't think necessarily works. I don't think it helps that the game is called Flintstones Bedrock Bowling. I think actually that gives it a connotation that it doesn't deserve.
I'm going too fast.
Yeah, I got all those pins. What of it? I wonder how many levels this game's got. What the box says. Play as your favourite Flintstones 3D character. No, it doesn't say.
You bowl. I'm going to watch the movie in this drive-in theater. They're showing Rockzilla.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, okay. One more. Watch out for Rockzilla. Is that a proper character? Is that a known... This is more like it. This is more adventurous in terms of level design. The frame rate's not good, but... Don't hit the powder kegs. It's just lifeless.
There's another one.
I think I'd probably accept this if the control was faster and more chaotic.
Whoa.
Is that Rockzilla by any chance? Giant green thing jumping up and down?
Yeah.
Never slow down. Just keep on rolling. So I missed a pin. If I get the bird... Okay, so you have to hit the bird. If you don't hit the bird, you don't get to carry on to the end of the level.
There's another one.
How is this helping him practice his bowling? I know you guys didn't see that cutscene, but that's essentially what the insinuation was. He wanted to practice his bowling, but he had to work all night. It's a thin conceit and not one that works.
Oh, do stop that noise. My poor head's about to explode from all those crashing pins.
Oh, boy.
Is this the last level? It says Z-Tox. It's got a loop in it. I've got to see a loop. Lane 11.
Here goes a pro in action. I'm hot now.
Yeah, if you... What I don't understand at the minute is that there doesn't seem to be... Oh my god, that looks awful. That's... That loop-de-loop didn't look very particularly convincing. Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I kind of like the concept, but the execution is lacking. Oh, that was it.
Well, it looks like Fat Freddy is the winner.
What does that mean? What do I win? Do you want to see if you got the high score? Load high scores from the memory. Oh, I clearly got the high score. I've never played this before. No.
Well, everything as it was, except I finished Fred's trench for him. Now they're off to bowling practice the boring way. Ugh, how mundane.
Yeah, you say the boring way.
Again soon, won't you?
Thanks, Kazoo.
I'd like to point out
So sweet.
that was shorter than an episode of the
I'm
Flintstones.
always here if you need me.
I'm going to start losing track of games that I finish in this feature. Well, that was the Flintstones Bedrock Bowling. That was a thing. That was short and not great to control. I didn't particularly enjoy any part of it. So let's hope the other Flintstones game I've got is better than this.